Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is our today's question on LeetCode, and this question is basically daily challenge for 22nd July, and the question is night probability in chessboard. So we will read this question first and we will try to figure out how we can solve this question. So on an n cross n chessboard, so this chessboard is given to us. A knight starts at cell row comma column. So at a very initial moment, knight is present at a cell with row and column as row and column. Okay, so at this position, knight is present and attempts to make exactly k moves. So the knight attempts to make exactly k moves on this chessboard, and the rows and columns are zero indexed. So they are given that rows and columns are zero indexed, that is top left cell is 0 comma 0 and bottom right cell, that is this cell, is nothing but n minus 1 comma n minus 1. A chess knight has 8 possible moves it can make. So as we know that in chess the knight can make 8 possible move, and this which is shown in this figure. You can see that how the knight is moving, and also what you can see that each move in two cell in a cardinal direction, then one cell in orthogonal direction. So basically they have clarified the steps of knight, and we know that how the knight move in the chessboard. So you can also see this from this figure. And what we have to do, each time the knight is to move, it chooses one of 8 possible moves uniformly at random. So basically on each move, the knight has total of 8 possible positions for the next position. So it can have total of 8 choices. You can see that it can have total of 8 choices with it, and from that 8 choices he choose any one of the choice randomly. Okay, and even if the piece would go off the chessboard, so it does not take care about this thing that whether the knight is going outside the chessboard or not. It will just move, have the random move. Okay, and move there. Okay, the knight continues moving until it made exactly k moves. So it will move until it make exactly k moves or has moved off the chessboard. So if the knight is out of from this chessboard, it will be stopped, or if it has made exactly k moves, then it will stop. So what we have to do, we have to return the probability that knight remains on the board after it has stopped moving. So we have to find out probability that the knight remains on the board after it stops the moving. So basically what we have to do, let us have a closer view for this. So you can see that this is our knight, and this knight can have these possible positions. Okay, so these are the choice corresponding to this position. So for this position the knight can go at all 8 positions. You can see that, and basically this question can be solved using basic definition of probability, and the basic definition of probability is nothing but, so I will write probability is nothing but favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So this is the very basic definition of probability, and this question can be solved using this basic definition. So what we will do, we will just calculate favorable outcome, and also we will calculate total outcome, and what we will do, we will just divide them. Okay, so this is our main task. We have to calculate these two values and we will just divide these two values and we'll get our answer. Okay, so I will box it here. Yeah, so for total outcome, let us you can see that for each step this knight can have total of 8 moves. Okay, for each step, or if each there are total of 8 choices. So for k moves it can have total of 8 to the power k choice. So I will write, for each move knight has total of 8 choices. So for k moves it can have total of 8 to the power k choices. So these are total number of choices, and the total number of choices will be nothing but our total outcome. So we have calculated our total outcome here. So total outcome is nothing but power of 8 comma k. Okay, So we are done with this total outcome, and we have to just find out this favorable outcome. So for favorable outcome, what we will do, we will use the recursion method to find out total number of favorable outcome. So basically, what does it mean? In favorable outcome, what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find total number of ways or total number of choices through which the knight is not going outside the chessboard. So basically, what we will do, we will have a recursive function, and we will uh, move or solve the function recursively for k times, or if the knight moves outside this board, we will stop. Okay, so for so we will solve this question recursively, and in order to reduce the time complexity, what we can do, we can use 3D DP vector, okay, for memoization to reduce time complexity. Okay, so what we will do, we will have a DP of 3 dimension, and those 3 dimension are row, column, and last dimension represents moves left. So basically, first two dimension means the row and column number of a particular position or particular cell, and the last or third dimension represents the number of moves which are left. So moves left are total number of moves which are left, and what we will do, we will have a recursive function. Okay, we will have a recursive function uh, which will return the value uh, of favorable outcome when knight is at row comma column, and number of moves left is moves left. Okay, so this is going to be our recursive function. So this was the whole concept of this question. So let us dive into the code and let's see how we can solve this question. So you can see that the return type is double, so our favorable outcome and total outcome will be of type double. So we will have our total outcome of type double, so total outcome, and you can see that the total outcome is nothing but 8 to the power k. Okay, and what next, what we will do, we will just find our uh, favorable outcome. So for this is going to be a variable, and we have to calculate this. So will be calculated, so I will write here, uh, we will calculate fav outcome using recursion and some sort of memoization. Okay, so for memoization we will have a 3D vector. So I will write here, for memoization we will have 3D vector, 3D DP vector I will write here more specifically. So let us have this vector. Okay, so vector of vector of vector, and the return type is double, so I will create a 3D vector of type double. Okay, and it is DP, and you can see that the size of this 3D vector will be nothing but, I will write here, it will be of a size n cross k plus 1. Okay, so you can see that first dimension represents the number of row, so number of row is nothing but n, and second dimension is for column, it is again there are total n columns, and the third row represent moves left. Okay, number of moves left. So you can see that there can be, this value can be from, okay, so I will write here, moves left, it is greater than or equal to 0 and less than equal to k. So you can see that total of k plus 1 values. Okay, so total k plus 1 value, so the size will be nothing but n cross k plus 1. So let us write n comma again vector of double, and again n comma vector of double, and here what we will do, we will write k plus 1 comma minus 1. So basically we are initializing a dp vector with minus 1. So I will write here, we will initialize it with minus 1, and size is nothing but size is equal to n cross k plus 1. So this is the size of this dp vector. So what we will do, we will have a recursive function to solve to get the value of fab outcome. So we will have a recursive function of type double. So let us say that function is solve, and the parameters which will be passed here is nothing but int n, and int row, int column, and int moves left, and our vector dp. Okay, three-dimensional vector of double, and we will pass it by reference because we are going to update this value of dp. So that's why we will pass it by reference, and I will write here the use of this function. So this function will give us the total favorable outcome when knight is at row comma column, and number of moves left are moves left. So for this combination, this recursive function will give us value. So talking about the base cases, so I will write here base cases. So first is a boundary condition. So if boundary condition are violated, so what we will do, we will just return 0. So the condition of boundary conditions are row is less than 0, or when row is greater than equal to n, or when column is less than 0, or column is greater than equal to n. So for all these cases, it means knight is out of this chessboard. So I will write here knight is out of the chessboard, and for this case what we will do, we will just return 0, because for this case we will not consider our we will not consider this case for our favorable outcome because knight is outside the chessboard. Okay, so that's why we have written 0. And if we are done with all k moves, okay, so what does it mean? No moves are left. So when no moves are left, so sorry, it is nothing but moves left. Okay, so moves left. So when no moves are left, what we will what we can assume that, what we can say that this knight is not going outside the chessboard, because if it is going outside the chessboard, we are already solved for this that case. And if it has completed all the k moves and no more moves are left with us, so we can say that this can be our favorable outcome. So we will just return 1 for this case. And otherwise what we will say, okay, one more case is that if we know the value of fab outcome for given combination, so basically for that case what we will do, we will just return that value. So what does it mean? If dp of row and column and moves left is not equal to -1, so for this case what we will do, we will just return value row column and moves left. Okay, so we will just return it. And otherwise what we are going to look upon, we will check for main cases. And for main case what we will do, we will iterate over all possible direction. You can see that there are total of 8 direction or 8 possible choices. So what we will do, we will iterate over all possible choices and get the sum corresponding to them. Okay, so basically let us create all possible direction. So for it, I will have a vector of pairs. So vector of pairs of int comma int, and let us say it is direction, and you can see that there are total of 8 direction with us. So I will create total 8 directions. Okay, so you can see that we have total of 8 directions with us, and the direction can be like okay, -2 comma -1, and -2 comma 1, and 2 comma -1, 2 comma 1, and again what we can say -1 comma -2, and -1 comma 2, 1 comma -2, and 1 comma 2. So this can be our directions. So basically what does it mean? You can see that first element of each okay, for each element the first member is just representing the difference in row, and the second member is just representing differences in column. So you can see that in night you can have a for each particular step you can have a difference in row or column of 2, and if the difference in row is of or of magnitude 2, then in column it will be of magnitude 1, and plus and minus sign represents the direction up and down or left and right. So we are having this direction vector with us, and what we will do, we will iterate over all possible 8 directions. So for auto ele of dir, we will have our new row and new column with us. So int nr is nothing but row plus ele dot first, and int nc is nothing but column plus ele dot second. Okay, also we need to return answer. Okay, so for this we have double answer is equal to 0, so it will count all fav outcomes. So basically we will iterate over all direction, and our answer will be increased with we will solve for all new row and new column, and we will add the value of that function in this ends. So we will solve for the parameters. So n which is there, and row is nothing but nr, and nc is a new column, and you can see that moves left will be nothing but moves left -1, because we have performed one move. So one less move is left with us, and we will have our dp vector. Okay, and we will get the value corresponding to this, and we will just return the value of dp of row, column, and moves left as answer. So in this way this function is going to work, and what we will do, we will get the value of fav outcome here. So we will solve for first parameter is n, and initially we are on row column row comma column, and you can see that initially moves another parameter is moves left. So you can see that initially k moves are left. So initially k moves are left, so moves left is equal to k. So in place of move left I will write k, and we will have our dp vector, and this is going to be our fav outcome. Okay, and finally we will have our probability. So it is of type double. So probability is nothing but you can see that the probability is nothing but fav outcome divided by total outcome. So I will write here fav outcome divided by total outcome. Okay, and we will return this value. So return probability. So let us see whether this code works or not. So I will run it. So you can see that test cases are passing. Okay, and let us see for main cases. you can see that all the cases are passing. So let us understand this solution again. So basically this question was solved using simple and basic definition of probability, and that definition is nothing but probability is equal to favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So for this we need to calculate favorable outcomes and total outcomes, and for total outcomes you can see that each step has 8 choices, and for all k choices, k moves, we can have total of power this much choices. So the total outcome is nothing but power of 8 comma k, and in order to find out favorable outcome we need a recursive function. Okay, and for the purpose of memorization we will use a vector dp vector, 3-dimensional dp vector, and also the recursive function will return the value of a favorable outcome for when a knight is at row comma column and this much moves are left with that knight. So the recursive function will return this value, and we will store that value for memorization purpose in form of 3-dimensional dp vector. And that's what we have done here. We have calculated what we have calculated. Okay, so we have calculated total outcome, which is nothing but power of 8 comma k, and for favorable outcome we have a recursive function with us. So this is a recursive function of type double, because we need favorable outcome of type double, and we have created our 3-dimensional dp vector for memorization purpose. And in this recursive function, when the boundary condition is violated, so this case is not for our favorable outcome, so we will just return 0 in this case. And when we are done with all k moves, or when there is no moves left with us, we will simply return 1 in this case, because we got one outcome. And if dp of row comma column comma moves left, so for this combination if we know the value of dp, we will just return that value in order to reduce time complexity. And otherwise what we will do, we will iterate over all 8 cases or all 8 choices. So for this I have created this vector which will represent all the 8 choices with us, and we will go on a new row and new column, and we will solve corresponding to that new row and new column with the number of moves left with us is nothing but moves left minus 1. So one move is done, so that's why moves left is reduced by 1. So moves left minus 1 will be passed here as a parameter. And finally we will just return this value of answer, and we will update the value of dp of row column and moves left with answer in order to for memorization purpose. And finally we get our favorable outcome, and our total outcome was already calculated. And from the basic definition of probability is nothing but fav outcome divided by total outcome, and that's what we have written here. So this was very basic question of probability. It was not easy question, it was kind of recursion question, and some sort of dp was used in this question. And you can see that this question was basically solved using this particular definition. And this was the code. I hope you understood my solution and code, and if you like my solution you can like my video also. And if you have any kind of doubt regarding this question, or if you want to give me some ideas, or if you want to share some ideas regarding this question, you can comment in comment section also. And if you want to see some more videos like this, you can subscribe my channel. Thank you.